Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video I want to go over YouTube growth and kind of my 300 subscriber reflection. So I'm always creating these videos after I hit a milestone, 100 subscribers, 200, 300, hope to be 1,000 soon. And I always want to kind of reflect on what's worked, what hasn't, and where I plan to take it for the next, milestone. And overall, what I found in this span between 200 and 300 is that the first 100 was definitely the hardest, but I felt like 100 to 200 kind of went really fast. And I think a lot of it had to do with the time of year. Now, of course, my outdoor content is primarily car focused, and as you can see, it is snowing and snowy and salt, and people aren't out playing with their cars. It's just kind of a fact of life for this time of year. So I don't get a lot of good outdoor footage, and I also lose kind of my motivation to shoot, not because I don't enjoy it, but because I'm kind of like, let's essentially hibernate on the fun stuff and really double down in the winter and come out in the spring and summer and have a little bit of fun. So what I found with the YouTube channel is if I create, I'll call it alternate content, it really kind of fills in the gaps. And what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to film more car content, whether it's B-roll or just other events, and bring that with me through the fall and winter so that I have content for those months where I'm not out filming, having fun with cars. So I'm all about full transparency in anything that I do, and I feel like the YouTube channel is no exception. Now, I have spoke before on the revenue that I make on this channel is definitely not something you can quit your day job. But towards the end of last year, I had a goal to hit $10 a month in revenue, which even saying it out loud sounds funny, but the focus was, I was at one time making 30 cents a month, and then it was $3 or $4 a month. And it was cool because by the end of December, I actually had just crossed over $10 a month. I've really started to pump out content throughout the holidays and through the month of January, and I'm really thrilled to say that it's actually now up to about $25 a month. And I'll go ahead and pull up my phone here. Actually, it's a little better even. It's, let me see if this is gonna focus. Sorry, it's a little hard to do backwards. It's $26 a month. So, I mean, like I said, definitely not gonna be quitting my day job, but still really awesome. And you see those other numbers like the subscriber count and the views. That's really where my focus is are people looking at the content and are they engaging with it? So another thing that I found was to reach out to other YouTubers, ask them what they're doing, ask to collaborate as much as you can. I had the great fortune to meet up with Tedward at a local car show, and he ended up doing a video on my car. I'll put up a card for that. And it's, or actually it wasn't my car because he has the same car, it was actually my exhaust. I have the IP exhaust and he was in the market for different types of exhaust, so he wanted to check it out. That brought me a lot of really great subscribers, and it also brought me a lot of good views because people kind of click over and see, hey, there's some car content here. Maybe some of them stick around for the business stuff. Now, my channel is a little bit unique where I have the business stuff on one side and I have the car stuff on the other. There's some in the middle where people are on both, but most of the time it's left or right. And that's kind of what it is. If I niche down to a specific, say cars or business, then maybe it'll grow a little bit faster. But this is my focus and this is what I want to do, so this is how it's going to stay. One thing I did more recently was I actually started really pushing my Instagram, doing like behind the scenes content, new video coming in a couple of days. Here I am filming, or if it's like an on-site thing, like say car event or something. And that's really driven traffic to YouTube. I use Social Blade, which allows me to create dynamic links, and I end up putting that as a link in my bio for Instagram. So I say in my story or in my post, link in bio, they click on that and it goes directly to YouTube. The downside is you don't really see those people subscribing because unfortunately when you're inside the little Instagram ecosystem with the little pop-up, you don't actually, those person's not logged in. So I'm sure you've noticed that before where you click on somebody's link, you don't actually get to see what's there because you're not logged in, you can't actually subscribe and follow that person. It's unfortunate that they have to kind of follow me over to YouTube from their app or their website and log in and subscribe. I have had a couple people message me and say, hey, I found you on Instagram and I really like your content, I definitely subscribed. And here's a topic suggestion. Now that's another really important point, which is to really listen to your audience, no matter how big or how small, because they really dictate what you do, whether it's success or failure. But also you want to create content that they enjoy. Of course you can have some fun with it, like I did ice castles with my family, or I go snowboarding or something with my son, and that's not really my core focus on the channel. It's more kind of like a vlog style thing, but those do well as well, because people like to see kind of behind the scenes on how you live your life, even if it's not super busy or super, luxurious. Peter McKinnon actually has a great video on this, which I'll link in the description, that focuses on, vlogging isn't necessarily about like the biggest, most spectacular day of your life. It's just, how did your day go and how do you want to tell that story? So I'm still trying to get into that a little bit. Believe it or not, I still struggle with being in front of the camera. I'm definitely getting better with it, but I'm going to really kind of push myself a level further and get involved with, like, not necessarily vlogging, because behind me that's my day job. Like, I sit in front of a computer or I go to clients' offices. Not going to be particularly fun. But I do want to have more experience-based stuff, which I spoke of at the beginning of the year, and I definitely want to tie that into the channel in different fun ways. So I have some really cool ideas on that, so definitely be on the lookout for it. And the last tip that I'll give you is to stay consistent. I've fallen off with this, especially like I mentioned, when you don't have a lot of content, but you want to create at least 1 to 3 videos a week if you intend to grow your channel. Not only because you want to create great content for your subscribers, but YouTube really pushes your content when you're creating more and people are engaging with it, whether they're liking or commenting or subscribing. They see that and they continue to push your content higher and higher. Now, I have a couple of BMW videos that have been linked to other locations and featured in other videos, and that's brought content back to me. So it really kind of it's like a little ecosystem where everybody kind of plays in the same pool, and you kind of have to play nice with other people if you want to have the success that you want. The last thing I'll say on this topic is to have fun with it. It's a grind. It takes forever. Just ask, some of my YouTube friends, as well as just really anybody on YouTube, whether they have 100 subscribers or 100,000. It's a grind. You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you will get bored of it and you'll fall off. I thought getting to 100 subscribers was going to be a hell of a lot quicker, and I thought I'd already be at 1,000. Part of that's because my content is not as exciting. I'm not getting pulled over by cops. I'm not racing supercars. I don't even have a supercar yet. Well, that's a lie. I actually have one on the shelf behind me, but unfortunately I can't drive that. My focus is on helping you create a business. That's my kids yelling in the background. Sorry about that. My focus is helping you start or continue to grow your business and have, fun with cars, which is obviously my hobby. So at the end of the day, I really appreciate you guys, watching this content. I appreciate those that share it. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Please like this video. Comment below if you have any questions. Let me know where you are in your YouTube journey. I know I have a bunch of content creators that follow me, so I'm really curious, if I'm not currently aware of what you're doing, then plug your channel below. Obviously, don't spam. Let's see what other people are doing, and let's help each other. At the end of the day, we know at the end of February, there's a bit of an ad change. So unfortunately, that $25 a month is going to go away. But that really just motivates me to push harder and harder, get to 1,000 subscribers, and get that revenue back. So as always, I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.